Okay, so if you felt like the whole pop culture world just tilted on its axis recently, well, you're not wrong. The world's biggest star just capped off an absolutely insane month of huge career moves with a very big, very public return. So let's get into it. Let's break down what this all really means.
So, where is she back? Well, after, just casually dropping a #1 album and a massive movie, Taylor Swift is right back where that whole frenzy started last season, on the NFL sideline.
Yep, it all happened at a completely packed Arrowhead Stadium. And let me tell you, the second she showed up, you could just feel it in the air. This was not just another Sunday game.
So on the field, the Chiefs got a nice, solid win against the Lions, 30-17. But honestly, the real action was up in the sweep. That's where Taylor was, not just with the Kelsey family, but also hanging out with another sports legend, the WNBA's Caitlin Clark. I mean, talk about a collision of two massive cultural worlds, right?
And here's the thing you've got to understand. The key word here is public. We know she's been to other games this season, but they were super careful to keep her off camera, off the broadcast. This time, totally different. This was a statement. It was meant to be seen.
But, her showing up at the stadium didn't just happen out of nowhere. No, this was basically the grand finale of what has been an absolutely wild, incredibly successful month, and that's saying something, even for her.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It's wild. In just 9 days, she drops a brand new album that, of course, goes straight to the top. Then she releases a movie to go with it. And then she makes that big return to the NFL world. That's not just being busy, right? That is a masterclass in how to completely own the cultural conversation. So, that movie she dropped for just one weekend, how did it do? Oh, it just pulled in $33 million in North America alone. And that's not just about money, it's proof that she can get blockbuster movie-level attention for literally anything she does, whenever she wants.
Okay, so a new album means you got to do the publicity tour, right? She hit up all the late-night shows, sat down with Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, the whole crew. And it was on this tour that she finally answered the one giant question that's been hanging in the air for months.
I'm talking, of course, about the Super Bowl halftime show. The rumors have been flying for months that she turned it down, the single biggest stage in the world, and now we actually know why she said no. I mean, it's the question everyone's been asking, right? Why would the biggest star on Earth pass up the most watched performance of the year? And her answer? Well, it wasn't about contracts or creative differences or anything like that. It was something way more personal. She said, "I am in love with a guy who does that sport on that actual field. That is violent chess." Wow. With that one line, she just changed the entire conversation. Suddenly, it's not about her career, it's about her relationship. And calling it violent chess, that's so specific. It tells you she sees it as this incredibly intense, strategic game that demands total focus, not just from him, but from her too.
And really, this gets right to the core of why she made this decision. What she said just makes it crystal clear that her priorities have shifted, at least for this season.
She literally asked, can you imagine if he was out there doing this very dangerous, very high-pressure, high-intensity sport, and I'm like, I wonder what my choreo should be? It's just so direct. She's basically saying, how could I possibly be focused on planning a massive show when he's out there in such a demanding, high-stakes environment? For her, it's just not even a question.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's pretty simple, really. She's still a global superstar, obviously. But for this NFL season, her #1 priority is being there for her partner. Her focus has shifted from the stage to the sidelines.
Which really just leaves us with this one big question. Can you be the biggest superstar in the world and also a dedicated sideline supporter? Taylor Swift seems to be betting that, yeah, you can. And in doing so, she's once again rewriting the rules on what it means to have it all.